photographs. We can't take photographs inside the station.
I'm here in solidarity with the family of this man who was brutally murdered on the tube a few days ago, and to also show our defiance and dissent at an unaccountable police force which is already known to be institutionally racist, to carried out this act, and we demand a full inquiry, a full apology. If you have an intelligence service, if you have an apparatus which is supposed to be finding people who do present a genuine threat to the public who are going to carry out attacks, then your intelligence should be sound. Your intelligence should be based on facts. It should be based on research. It shouldn't be based on what this is like to be. Who knows what it's based on? An innocent man has had 5 bullets pumped into his head on the underground. You know, the police have a job to do and they're not doing it properly, and you know, at the end of the day, the responsibility I think for the reason that we're facing these kind of attacks and this kind of terror, which is now police terror too, it's because of the war in Iraq, it's because of British foreign policy in the Middle East, it's about this government, it's about this system.
Foxtrot Tango, get the guns out.
I'm leaving. I'm filling up, and the people, they are asking for the truth. What's happening? It should be, an open inquiry.
Porque, meu Deus, nós sabemos que a vida deles continua. Vocês dessem as mãos e fechassem os olhos para que eu pudesse interceder pela família e por vocês.
A gente vive nesse país, ou neste mundo, melhor dizendo, né, cheio de incerteza. A gente vê pessoas que usam sua inteligência para fazer bombas, para tirar. Gente, isso não pode estar acontecendo. Nós temos que voltar nossos pensamentos para Deus. A gente tem que... Não pode estar acontecendo uma coisa dessas. Vamos pedir a Deus que...
I'd just like to pay our deepest condolence to the family of our brother who have been recently executed by the state. And in today's time, we would expect that the government, who claims to be civilized, would do their best to actually put these atrocities to the back of the back burner where it actually belongs.
From the police that are there to protect and serve us, we now have executions on our streets. And I use that word advisedly because that, to me, is what I heard and what eyewitnesses, as far as I'm concerned, saw. Yes, these events are tragic. Don't get me wrong. I don't think there's anyone among us that condone the current events with the terrorism and the bombing. Not one of us. But our police have a duty to protect and serve every single citizen in this country. That is their job. The police have been allowed to say, we are sorry. Sorry will not bring back this life that was taken. It will not console the relatives and friends in any way, shape or form. What we want and what we demand and what we have to have is more than sympathy, is more than pity. It's justice, nothing less. I feel that the media themselves do have a responsibility. If anyone's been watching the news coverage, who's asking probing questions? Nothing.
Tony Blair sent thousands of his troops to go into Iraq and murdered thousands of Iraqis. We also have a situation in Haiti today where the Western media is not reporting on the news as to the American invasion.
I think it's absolutely crucial that we don't go away from today and not continue to act on this. Like, a brutal murder has taken place in our communities, and I think we have to organise a response to it. I think we really have to think about how we react to this police oppression and state repression, and we completely link in that a shoot-to-kill policy is unacceptable and we're not going to stand for it.
He was on his back, ready to go.
No concerned about the shoot-to-kill policy. We think it should stop immediately. We feel very much for Jean Charles' family, mother and his father in Brazil, and his relatives here in London. And we also say what the family have painted on. The Menezes family say England is the terror. Jean is an example of honesty from the cradle. And his cousin Alex Pereira, his cousin has said they have to pay for that in many ways, because if they do not, they are going to kill thousands of people. They killed my cousin. They could kill anyone.
Many of my friends, you know, we work in the music industry, carry rucksacks to carry our equipment. You don't want to get on a tube and have people staring at you because you're carrying a rucksack. One of my friends who is Asian said he got on the train the other day and someone was just watching him for the whole journey. He literally had to open his bag up and take things out to show the guy, listen, I'm not part of the problem.
Police is dangerous anywhere, because police only obey, accept the order that one the superiority command. The command says, like Tony Blair, kill and after ask, kill and after ask.
He was shot, 8 times, and we think that the police should be brought to justice and charged with murder, and the shoot-to-kill policy should stop immediately. We feel much more threatened since the shoot-to-kill policy has been brought in.
People need to vote, they should go down and demonstrate for their rights.
I've got a gentleman up here who's trying to do some work. He's just
It's not loud enough, man. It's not loud enough.
I'm only telling you I've had a complaint.
We only started now. We want to act. We have the right to communicate ourselves. The situation at the moment is not to be at home and stay working.